Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, level up. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Ball. Waking up meant that he gave me a chance and I'm rolling the dice. I do it all, living like I'm trying to go for the platinum trophy in life. Who can you call? Really nobody, so you should just follow me on your device. And know if she chilling with me, then it's bound to be chemical X and the sugar and spice. Game in the system, but game is the hobby. I'm probably cocky, but hot as wasabi. I mean, if it's beef, then you know where to find me. My niggas is ready and so is my body. You should be running and telling your posse and what's in the speakers and what's in your potty. And she trying to kick it, but this ain't karate. Just keep that shit down while I'm watching Tsunami. I ain't saying I'm a super nerd, but I told you when we got involved, my idea of a perfect date is a PlayStation and some alcohol. I was role playing on GTA. I'm a good guy, but I got it all. If the world should end, be the first to leave, but the last of us acting naughty, dog. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, level up. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, level up.
Is it that bad?
Should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough.
What's going on, people? Fame Entertainment from level1gamer.com. And congratulations, you guys are leveled up to 161. This is the Double XP podcast. Like, we had a bit of a issue with the stream right before we popped over, but things seem to be going good now. I do apologize if there are issues moving forward. I'll do my best to rectify them. As you know, Spectrum hates me. We're going through introductions. As you can see, we are missing a few people tonight, but it's gonna be okay. We're gonna have a hell of a show. We got the 4 horsemen in the building. I'm gonna start off with our. He's not really a guest, right? This man is family. This man is family, right? He always hustling, motivating. Hustle and motivate. What's going on, Chief?
I'm good. Hey, fam, call me Hustle for short, please.
Gotcha,
or you can call me Mr. Motivation, Monday Motivation. Let's see. Hustle never had, man. This pretty mug of mine is always on camera. I don't know, man. I feel great. We got some things working in the background, and oh boy, it's finna hurt. It's gonna hit you so hard. Oh boy, look, man, I am always happy to be here. You know, thanks for I was sitting on the bench. He was like, Hustle, come on, we need you. All right, I'm here. I's here. You understand? I am in this joint. The birthday boy is in here, man. I feel good. My birthday was Monday.
It was Monday.
And what a gift. What a gift that I got.
What you doing? You hit that 3-0?
3-0. Well, you know black don't crack. No, I hit the 3-6, man. I'm 36.
36. I see you.
I'm an old man, you know.
I see you. Next up, the man that's always sliding in somebody's DMs. The email box is full. That's they trying to get a hold of you, man. Communications director at LV1gamer.com. Baron J67. What's going on, Chief?
Man, I am out here trying to match Hustle's energy because I freaking love it. Dude, it's what I do, man. I just love bugging people. It's so fun. I used to sell life insurance, and if I could get some no's there, I'd definitely get some no's here. Let's piss some people off since HR isn't here, and let's talk about how rare a lot of things have been on Xbox.
Oh, that was actually a bar. that was really a bar.
Man, we are having some. I apologize to people who are watching, man, and watching later. We're having some issues, and it's when I say we, I really mean me, and I'm hoping. I'm
man for everything.
I mean, if you guys, I know we still got introductory, but if you guys have the stream up on your end, let me know how we looking, man, because I don't want to put up nothing that's gonna be hard to watch. It really wouldn't do us no good, would it? Let me know what you guys are seeing on the stream.
It looks fine.
It looked fine. Did we get a hard pause or anything?
A little choppy for a little while, but
it got really choppy for a little bit. Everything looking smooth again now. But we're gonna fight through it, man. If it gets too bad, we'll go voice only. If it gets too bad. But
okay.
Next up, last but not least, DALLAZ. Man.
I've been watching Whiplash. I was trying to get my Whiplash going. I thought I was doing that last scene.
What's happening, D?
Look, man, we got Hustle in here, man. Looking like $1 million. We got Fame in here. Looking like Professor X. We got Baron in here. Like you can tell by the way he used his walk, he a woman's man. No time to talk.
No time to talk.
I'm not even gonna lie. Them glasses got you looking like a grown man.
Hey, you know.
No, I'm talking about. Hey, look, y'all. I always feel like it's been a long time. Like I just talked also not too long ago, and like it still feel like it's been a minute. Therefore, I'm always happy to see y'all. Let's get it.
Indeed. Listen, you know what's super dope? Like last weekend, Destin from IGN set the world on fire with the whole Xbox Game Pass tweet, and everyone kind of lost their mind over it. I didn't do nearly close to that, right?
Unfortunately,
I didn't do nearly as close to that, but I had some in my small vacuum of world, some controversy happened over the week because of an article I wrote. I'm going to link that in the description down below, so please go and check it out. Expect you to ever stop hating on me and my podcast.
Let us be great.
Let us be great. Listen, so Gears 5, right? And I want to start there with the actual Gears series. Gears is a pinnacle Xbox game. And that's important to note moving forward. It is a pinnacle game. It is a pillar of Xbox, okay? So anything that is a pillar, it is expected to be played. It is a pillar. Halo, Gears, Forza, right? We know the jokes. It is a pillar. Just like if Nintendo had achievements, you would expect for the Mario Kart games to be not a single rare achievement. Everybody mama is playing a pinnacle game. PlayStation, Uncharted, it's a pinnacle game. Pinnacle. I expect for trophies to be popped. Okay? So that's important before I move forward. 6 months after release, me and Baron decided to play Gears 5 Hivebusters. Not because we never wanted to play it, because it was easily forgettable because it wasn't really marketed, right? The very first achievement, which you get within 15 to 20 minutes of playing the DLC, is a rare achievement. Rare
pops up.
So if the first one is rare, every achievement after that is rare. Okay?
Rare.
I know a lot of people are coming up with different avenues to discredit this, saying, "Oh, well, it's rare because of the it tracks everyone on Xbox Live." That's not the case. If that was the case, most games' first achievement would be a rare achievement. So that's not the case. Okay. Then people say, "Well, it attracts everyone who has Game Pass Ultimate." It doesn't. That's not the case. It tracks everyone who has downloaded the game. If you've downloaded the game, that's who is tracking. Okay, per Xbox, and I don't want to hear I'm an Xbox hater because I'm a Xbox one day, I'm an Xbox hater the next day. Per Xbox, and somebody show me if I'm wrong. Okay, I always reserve the right to be wrong. Okay, if an achievement has been achieved by less than 10% of the people who've played the game or downloaded the game, it is considered a rare achievement. And if I'm not mistaken, that first achievement was under 5%. So that tells me, unless I've gone crazy, that less than 5% of the people who have downloaded the title, even if they just downloaded Gears 5, right? If that's the metric we're going by, right? If that's the metric, well, it counts anyone who downloaded Gears 5. Okay, well, again, Gears is a pinnacle franchise at Microsoft, which means a story DLC is also part of that pinnacle. It is expected to be played. But if I'm not mistaken, it was less than 5%. That's not a glitch. It
Designation Scorpio arriving at the Sanctum to infiltrate the heart of the Hive. 4.72% of gamers unlock this. Unlocked on 6/23/2021 by me.
Damn, boy.
You can't make this up. So I do want to go around the room, and I want to start with the homie Hustle, who I know to be a Gears head, plays a lot of Gears, poured a lot of hours into Gears and a multiplayer. Someone who really enjoys the franchise. Hustle. Question: did you play the Hivebusters DLC? Number one, and number two, what do you think about the fact that, according to the proof that anybody can go see, no one's played
it? Okay, so not only did I play it, but I played it and beat it with Eric Cuts for the Win, Merc 305. That's on my channel. It's in its own separate playlist. It's a travesty that Microsoft did not promote this game or Xbox or whoever. Phil Spencer, look, somebody got to be held to the fire on this one. First of all, the DLC it's around 4 hours. It's not even that long, but it is extremely good. If you have Game Pass on PC, if you have Game Pass Ultimate, it's free. There's no reason why it shouldn't be played. They didn't promote this game whatsoever. So when you were going over the numbers for like the achievements and everything, I figured at first, because I played on PC, and I think Merc played on Xbox, and I think Erica played on PC as well, right? So I'm thinking maybe they just didn't count everything. But according to, if I understood you right, if they counted everything from everybody, that is abysmal. And that title is too great to even go out like that. I don't know who I got to holler at the Coalition. Do I need to holler at Matt Booty? Like, what's going on, man? Because like it shouldn't, a franchise of that stature, and I'm going to be real with you, up until just recently, we saw that Halo footage. It damn near overtook Halo. If we really being real about it, in terms of graphics, in terms of story, the story in general, not even just Hivebusters, but the Gears story in general, they have way more personality. I'm talking about the main characters than Master Chief. Even the side characters, the Team Scorpio. You got the dude who deal with anxiety. You got the girl who killed people in battle, and then B.A. Baracus, I'm not really sure what his official was, but yeah, I mean, like, you understand what I'm saying, right?
To the back of the head.
Yeah, no, they set my man up. But anyway, like they got all of these like great components to sell like to tell like a great compelling story, and like the story itself for the Hivebusters DLC, which was a mode for Escape, by the way. And if you haven't tried Escape, please go try Escape. It's 3 people, it's friends only. Go ahead and play that. It's set up so well. Why not promote this? I bought it for $20 on Steam, by the way. I purchased this so they can get I could have played it for free. I could have easily played it for free. I purchased the joint, man. No, that's the company's fault, man. That's Xbox right there. You gotta promote that. That's Fame, you said it earlier. It's one of their pillar franchises. Arguably, I feel it's their best franchise. Definitely best shooter franchise. And I ain't say third person shooter either. I said shooter franchise. All them joints they got, I'm talking even with Dome and Perfect Dark, which I'm really looking forward to, it's their best one. It's a joint. The Coalition have been the most consistent between Xbox One and now. They damn near like Insomniac Games. I want to kind of do something a little special and kind of not put them against each other, but I want to give them all of their flowers. The Coalition put Xbox on their back. What we talking about? Gears 4, Gears 5, Gears Actors. Stop playing, dog. Can we stop? Play the game, people. If you don't have Game Pass, it's $10. Matter of fact, it's $1. Like, I'm gonna be real with you, and they'll give it to you for $4 at first. If you doing that for a little bit, he's doing it because they'll give it to you for $1 again. Because that's what they did for me. Come on, man. Gears can't go out like this. That is, it's a top franchise in my opinion, but it's number 2 for sure in Xbox's opinion. But it's probably lower than it's probably a lot lower than we think, since they didn't promote this game whatsoever, man. And it's a crying shame that this game was not promoted the way that it should be. My fault, Phil. I'm going on and on. That's my fault. Let me
say.
Speak from your heart.
I'm not gonna type it.
I got to slow down.
Hey, no, because the thing that because I'm coming from a place where I haven't really touched Gears of War since Gears 3. Like, I just kind of walked away from it. Not that I hated it or anything like that, just walked away. It's a bunch of games out here to play. But piggybacking off of what you two just said with Fame and you said, this is a pillar of the Xbox community, and it has been since the 360. And then the thing that stuck out to me when you guys mentioned marketing, we all know Gears of War was legendary for their ads. That what was that song for the first one? Mad World. Yep. Bro, all through high school. That's all you heard, because I was in high school when it dropped. That's all you heard at kids playing on the piano every time you went into a music shop. Like, they took that video game commercial, took that song and blew it up to one of the biggest tracks of that time frame. To the point where, like I said, music stores and everything. So we know Coalition and Microsoft, we know they know how to market. Why haven't I heard the Hivebuster characters' voices? Because the snarkiness is hilarious. They sitting there talking crap the entire time. Like, it feels like Bad Company too, but in Gears. Like, they talking mess the entire time. And they have distinct personalities. I wouldn't mind a TV show, like a Netflix series or something after them. Being real with you, like, that wouldn't even be something I wouldn't mind that. But I just hated the way people were trying to disprove what we just seen it. I wish I could go in there and create achievements. Like, I can't I can't do that. It popped. We talked about it randomly. Is it down? Okay, I thought we were down again. But it's bad.
Yeah, we are.
God damn it.
Oh,
yes, it just went down for me. We're going video, audio only.
Audio. You think audio? You want to try it? Yeah. Can you make it to like throw a picture or something in the background and then have just our little emblems like we're doing? You know what I mean?
It's all good, fam.
It's all good. They see behind the curtain every now and then. Y'all family.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you can get it to where like we're doing a presentation or something, hell, just throw up a Hivebusters. I would just put up the picture of Hivebusters.
Hold on. There you go. Now they can hear. Bro.
Okay.
Bro, this is whack. They can only hear.
Y'all can hear us?
They only hear me for a second.
Oh, okay, let me get in the chat. Tick. Okay,
hop back on. All right.
We bite.
Microsoft heard you talking crap.
Oh, they couldn't even hear me apologize. Go ahead, my bad.
Hey, no, but this is, for real, what up, everybody? Oh, damn, the family in here. What up, everybody? I got burnt out. Not burnt out, but I could see the whole Gears fatigue, because I hopped back in and we were running. The game felt old to me, and I say old only because I had to restructure the way I was playing. I'm used to playing over the shoulder shooters because of the button, because we all know Gears is very specific to Gears. Like, Hustle, you mentioned the consistency. When they were being consistent, they meant it. Like, if you could play Gears 1, you can play Gears 5. Like right now. No hesitation, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but I just know for me, it just is so different and it feels so stiff. It feels stiff, and I'm not and then coming from Outriders, because we've been running the hell out of Outriders, so going Outriders feels like a more streamlined, modern build of Gears. And it felt weird to jump back to Gears, like playing an older version of a game. But that's controls and mechanics. Now look, sound,
beautiful,
design, that is some of the prettiest stuff I've ever seen, and I'm happy I got to experience the amount I did on my Series X because I recently, finally got one. Yeah, I'm out here. I'm not living in the past. I'm in the present now.
Yeah, bro. 'Cause you was holding us back when we was playing.
Oh, this guy. He was out here talking about you almost loaded in, and I didn't understand what he meant. But now, like, we running back to back, no loading. And my wife was making fun of me. She was like, "Oh, I thought it's because we had bad internet. I didn't know it was because your Xbox was old." Like, dang. She was like, I didn't know it was hardware issues. But seriously though, it's super. I don't know who to point at. Like, is it the fan base? Is it the gamers? Is it I say it's marketing. Marketing really fell short on this. Because and then the way you get to it, it's not even under multiplayer.
No. Okay, so
it's under campaign. That's confusing.
Well, it should be on the campaign because technically it's a mode. Yeah, because I'm talking from an outsider jumping in like, oh, hey, all I want to play is Hivebusters. I just want to run with my friends and run through this short story because I didn't miss 2 or 3 of the other games.
Okay.
So when I load up, I was confused. Honestly, they could have benefited from making it standalone and not where you had to download everything of Gears 5 to get to Hivebusters.
So
I'm from the outside looking in as somebody who's not actively playing Gears.
So there wasn't a separate download because I didn't know because I had Gears 5 installed anyway, so I didn't know there was a separate download. You got to download everything,
the whole thing.
Christ.
Yeah.
Is it?
It make it look like it. You'll get the opportunity to, but then in order to boot it up, is you need the full game. At least from what I experienced, I couldn't just download because I want to say Hivebusters. I could be wrong, like 20 gigs or something like that. I couldn't even just download that. I had to, and then I had to update. And the only way to do the update was inside the game to activate it. It wasn't even an external update that you can just because I got my stuff sent on auto update, so I don't have to worry about that. So I can just load up and play. But no, and I'm when I talk like that, I'm trying to speak from a perspective of just a casual fan, as a casual consumer, because like you're trying to get me to play this game. You're trying to get me to make it to where we're not having rare achievements on the first game. But there's so many steps that I know somebody who, come on, we know the gaming community is fickle. You get a frame drop, there's people who won't play certain games. Like we know this. So why would you create so many barriers in between the gamer and the experience of the game? You would want it so damn.
I will say it would be a little awkward to play a DLC without the original game. So I get that. I do.
That's fair.
I just
that's fair.
My issues with the game itself is next to none. Besides the fact that it has been a while since I played Gears, and it did feel from going from playing Outriders every day to playing Gears, I'm popping abilities on accident. I'm over like, how do you switch weapons again? Like it didn't feel right to me. And I'm sorry, bro. I didn't used to hate it before. I hate the roadie run now, bro.
Yeah,
I can't vibe with the roadie run now, bro. I can't do the roadie run now, bro. Like that's dead. I can't do that, bro. Like the screen shaking and it just. I'm not saying Gears. I wrote in the article. If you guys can please check out the article, I did write. I think part of the issue is there's some fatigue set in with Gears. There needs to be some time. Let the franchise sit for a minute before 6. Because I've always said, I think 6 is the last game. I think they are wrapping up the second part, the second trilogy. 1 through 3, and then 4, 4 through 7 or whatever. I think they're getting ready to wrap up the franchise. It's fatigue.
I'm gonna be real with you. I think they should pivot and continue down the Gears Tactics and do a Gears Civ type thing. Mm-hmm. Do a because the world, as soon as you're dealing with outer space in multiple games, like your universe is limitless. So you literally set the barriers for yourself, and you've shown that you can successfully make an XCOM style grid tactical based RPG game, run with it. You could tell more stories. You can give us a Coltrane game. Like, just run with it. You got enough characters. You got, like, you could really. I mean, why haven't we had we know why we don't have a Telltale game, but Gears would be a dope Telltale game. Like, it just, like, just the way the characters are, because the characters are lively. Even in the little bit of Hivebusters, characters full of life in a way that I'm not bored of hearing the banter. I'm not like, oh, okay, let's move on. Let's get out of the cutscene. Like, they have the room to pivot and give that break, like you were talking about.
Baron, is and famous. It's funny that you mentioned it too. I think I tweeted this out. Maybe I didn't. I definitely know I said it within the service that I'm in. Game fatigue is a real thing. It would be great if the Coalition, because it's rumored that the Coalition is working on a new IP anyway, so it would be great for them if they could take a break. I do want to get back to Hivebusters though, right? We talk about Mac and we talk about Lonnie and the other gentleman's name Keegan. There we go. And we talk about these three in particular. You mentioned Coltrane, right? His daughter's in that game. And if y'all beat it, like, I want to see more with her. I want to see more with his name is General Rom. I'm blanking on his name. He got these big ass. Erica know who it is. Them big ass is. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The dude who was sending us out on missions. I want to see more with him. You guys also mentioned, like, the actual tension. Like I told you, like, the actual storytelling, the actual character development. My only complaint about character development is that they didn't really make you care about the characters until damn near the end of the game. Now, that was just me going through it, playing the game, having Erica and Merc in the ear. But if you roll through that green fog, that green mist, every time you roll through that green mist, depending on the character you had, if I had Lonnie, that's my baby. So every time I rode that mist with Lonnie, it was about her getting her disobeying orders and getting whoever that was killed in battle. So that was like a demon she had to deal with. Lonnie's character development to me is like damn one of the best, because, like, not only was she like a badass chick, voiced by a white woman, but I guess we can discuss that later. But not only was she y'all looked it up. Marlo Stanfield is in that game too. If y'all know who Marlo Stanfield is, he's one of the. Yep, he's in there. He's a voice actor for that game too. But I don't want to digress. The things with Lonnie, like, she spoke her own language. And before you fought Wakandu, which was like the big bird at the end and all that, it's like you had to go to, like, I think her hometown or her home island.
Finished it.
Shut up, Hustle.
No, all good. No. And clearly a lot of other people haven't either.
I know, man. And that's what's disappointing, man, because
I hate to be doing this live, but I think I can fix one small thing for just a second. So
let's make it happen.
I'm gonna do a weird like shimmy type deal, pretend like I'm actually because they can only hear me at the moment. So I'm gonna act like I'm okay, y'all should be back. Somebody say something.
Hey. Right.
Yeah, we back. Y'all back. Cool. Rocket.
All right. Excuse me. No, it's a crying shame that people haven't played this, man. Man, I don't know who's to blame. I can't blame the Coalition. Because, like, the DLC wasn't bad whatsoever. And as far as the actual game, I think Erica had put it in the chat. It's not. It wasn't standalone, and you always needed the whole game to play the other stuff. Now, Baron, I feel you. Yeah, they could have made that easier, but, like, DLC. So I just naturally assume that you just go for, like, story-based DLC, just go on the campaign, and that's it. But I think the Coalition just need a break, and I think that Microsoft knows that, but they really should have promoted that game, dog. It's a travesty. Like, because, like, it ain't like they just put something out just for the sake.
They just tied of Gears too.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yo, it's dope. We hear they making another game, and it's about time. Because I'm sorry, bro, I don't believe in the one studio, one game method. I think that's garbage. Yeah, like one studio, one franchise. Like, and even like when they changed their name, somebody help me out here. They had a different name. Was it Black Tusk? The studio was a different name before it was the Coalition. It was Black,
multiple studios. And
it was Black Tusk, and they were actually working on a different game, and that game never came out. And then they went from Black Tusk and like I said, somebody in the chat let me know. I know Erica knows. They went from Black Tusk to changing their name to the Coalition, which solidified them as a, hey, we make Gears. The whole Gears thing spinning up, like literally, like they have made themselves into a Gears only studio, and I think that is a terrible idea because it gets stale. Like Dallas said, they probably sick of Gears too, bro. Like,
yeah,
and that's not saying that the game is bad. It still gets really good ratings. People tend to play it, but like, can we see what else they can do? Can we bring back the game that maybe that they was originally planning on, and then you hearing about the team is actually going to other studios working on that multiplayer? Like, I think Dallas got a point. You know, I think if we're getting Gears fatigue, the developer got to be getting it too.
It got to be because they spend a whole lot more time with it than we do.
Yes.
And again, I want to make this. I really want to. We got to drive this point home. They put the Xbox One generation on their back, though. Like it was them. It was them. It was like, oh, yo, we don't got nothing, so we got to put out Gears 4, Gears 5, Hivebusters, Tactics. It's a lot they had to put out. I googled Black Tusk Studios, and the Coalition came up, so that was one of their names.
Yeah. Shout out to Victor in the chat. The game was Shanghai Heist. That was the game that they were working on. And they became the Coalition, and that Joker just disappeared, never to be heard of again.
I'm highly anticipating like the next game because they have they were masters at Unreal Engine 4. Like we had mentioned.
Yeah.
Yo, Gears 5 looked phenomenal, dog. Like it's, oh my god. Even though it was a style in which the old Gears purists didn't like, it still looked good. It was one of the best looking games last generation, man. So we can't just slide past that. Whatever's next, because they also sent out a tweet that was like, hey, we got a Unreal Engine 5 now. So I'm like, all right. I kind of wish Microsoft would put like another bag behind them so they can develop their own engine. Like, Naughty Dog has their own engine. And we know how phenomenal Uncharted looks. I want to put them two against each other so bad, only because, like, listen. Shout out to 343. I don't got no issue with 343. I don't got no issue with Halo. Having fun with Halo 5, right? Yo, but it's Gears, dog. Like, that's, for me, that's always going to feel like home for me. And I ain't even played the good ones yet. Like, I got the first one on through Epic on, what's that, Game Pass. So I'm going to run through that after I'm finished on the Uncharted series. I want to see, like, that evolution or de-evolution or what have you. I want to see all of that in its glory, man. And I feel like they the only ones, with all due respect to the newer studios that they brought, I feel like they the only ones who can really like stand up to like an Insomniac or a Naughty Dog, in my humble opinion. Just from what I've experienced.
I hear what you're saying. Mm-hmm. I still think Ninja Theory is that team. Ninja Theory, that to me, I think when it's all said and done, I think that will be their number one studio, and that's my in my humble opinion. I want to see what the Coalition can do without Gears, without here's an established IP, make something new, and show it to me. Because we seen what Ninja Theory did with a game like Hellblade when they didn't have no money behind them, and they had their team split, their 20-man team split into 3 different teams. Now they got Big Bang Hank behind them. Ninja Theory finna do some things, and I'm all the way here for it. But before we move on, I do want to hear more from Dallas, man. You've been hella quiet. I know you don't really play a lot of Gears, man, but just thinking about it being a pillar franchise with a story DLC just not being played.
Okay, so let me preface by saying this: I cannot talk, I cannot judge, because I'm part of the problem. I am like I was on Game Pass for PC. Before I had an Xbox, I got Game Pass Ultimate just to play it, and just like I just want to see what it's about. I hadn't really been on Xbox in who knows how long, like since the OG. And I wanted to see what it was about. I missed out on Gears. I don't even think I got the achievement y'all was just talking about a little bit ago, and that's right in the beginning, right? Yeah, I'm part of the problem. I am. Really, y'all said everything I could have said, because absolutely, it needs a break. Gears needs a break. The main games need a break. More weird stuff. I don't know where Gears Pops is going, but
it's dead. They killed it.
It's
Yeah,
over.
they killed it.
Yeah, but
It's
do more random shit that we didn't see coming. You did the XCOM thing. That's actually pretty freaking fire.
People actually like that.
It's actually pretty fire. But I don't know, man. Just let's let it. It's time to let it sleep for a while. Like a long while. Give it a good 20 years.
Dang. I was gonna say 5 to 10. He gave him a double.
Because you know what they do.
Life sentence at him.
You don't want to start seeing the same thing over and over again.
I say this with the risk of them announcing that tomorrow. It's like Dallas, like Sony. Like they had no problem putting Uncharted to rest. Now you go to sleep. I say that with the risk of them announcing Uncharted 5 tomorrow, but they let it go to rest.
And we didn't even like. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really get tired of Uncharted like that. It's not as if it was just one of my most favorite games ever, but I didn't get tired of it like that. And it's like they gave us a different take with Lost Legacy, and then they let it go,
which is better than 4.
And yeah, let's talk about it. But sometimes you got to do that. Like, okay, so Gears being straight up is tied to the identity of Xbox, right? If you think about Xbox, it's gonna be Halo, Forza, Gears. I would like to see something else take that place. Let's be honest. I don't need Halo Infinite. I'm interested, but I don't need Halo Infinite. I would be okay if something else took its place.
No, I need Halo Infinite because they owe us for what they did to 5. The final story was trash.
I just got here though.
Oh, you just got here.
Keep in mind, I just got here. Like I just walked into the House of X, and I'm still looking around. I ain't even put my feet up yet. And like I don't know, man. Like I'd be okay. And mind you, I loved the first 2 Halos. Like I was attached to them, and then kind of went on about my business. But I'd be okay if something else took its place because I want to be interested in something new. And I would like, as a gamer, for that something new to be from Xbox. PlayStation, I already know PlayStation got it. I'm not worried about it. They're going to drop something random that I'm going to play and then maybe not touch my PlayStation again for a while. And I just want to see them do some new dope shit.
What about I know we got to move on to the next topic, but what about a transition, i.e. God of War 2018? Because God of War 2018, it was a complete transition from the previous God of War games. Do you think something, not saying exactly like that, but a Gears of War game that's in the main line, but it's an overhaul?
I say this. That is actually a phenomenal idea, but if you play against 5, you gotta let Kate finish that story first.
Yeah.
She lived, she died, whatever, right? You kill them all off, whatever. You don't know, but like if you are gonna make that transition, it has to. The series would have to come to a definitive end, and then you start off with a reboot. I would have actually enjoyed it if Halo would have done this, because the Halo Infinite is supposed to be like a spiritual successor to the first one, and if that is the case, that would have been cool if they would have changed it around. And we don't know if they did yet. We're speculating, just going based off what I see. But this is what I see. When I see the new Halo, you know what I see? You know what the very first trailer would have reminded me of was kind of like The Last of Us. Master Chief was there, had that companion that a lot of people don't seem to like. Shout out to the Iron Lords, because that King David and them was roasting the old buddy. He said they don't like the buddy cop drama. But it's like he's going to have that companion. And if I'm going to make a prediction, he'll probably die in that joint. It's going to be a heart-wrenching moment at that point. And if they don't pull that off, if it is, and they don't pull it off right, then my theory about Gears having way better characters than Halo will definitely be right, man. But they're going to have to pull that off right, too. They're going to pull that off right. But I feel like they're going to take that story and run with it, man. I'm just upset with Gears, dog. I'm just going to be real. Yeah. Like, look, the whole mess of it. If you are going to remake it, it would have to be so impactful. It would have to be so different. And I'm here for different. But I think you would have to get away from everybody else first. Because they're already gearing this around Kate as it is, and what she could become, which I won't say, but They're gearing that around her, so they're gearing the story around. That's gonna have to come to a definitive end. And I feel like everybody got to die in order for that joint to like get rebooted. And you put it on the shelf for a minute. You let the coalition do whatever it is, whatever that other rumored project is. You let them do that. You let that bubble and you let it rock because we know it's gonna look good. We know it's gonna look good. Coalition, they got that Unreal joint on lock, so we know it's gonna look good. You know, hopefully it won't play the same. And I think that creatively they've been stifled, but we let them finish that first, and then we just anticipate the new stuff. Like, cause I think they can come back and nail it like Corey did with God of War 2018.
You wouldn't even need a game plan like that if you just wait 20 years.
Make us miss it. He said,
"Go ahead with the 20 years talk."
He throwing them under the whole bus. Like he was like, "Look, we'll come back later."
I mean, if you didn't think about if they didn't have Gears to lean on, you'd make something new. You put something else in that place, like. So no, just let it die. Let it die. You're stifling yourself. And I like Gears. Like I don't want to sound like an asshole because I know I do, but like I don't mean it like that. I'm just saying like as a creative, like I'd get annoyed at making the same, like living in the same world for this many years. Like just going to make something else.
Yeah. Well, I think
you know what?
Oh, my bad.
Oh no, I was just about to ask, like, what kind of reimagining can you picture with Gears? Because like I said, it was jarring to jump back into Gears and for it to feel old, like especially going from Outriders to this. Like,
I think what needs to happen, if it has to be Gears, you have to explore other parts of the world. You have to talk about something in somebody else. Go ahead and close out Kate's story. Cool. Do that. The fans will love it. But I just think you need to explore something that we don't see in Gears. What's everybody else doing? What are the people that's not in the military up to? You know what I mean? Like, average Joe story could be dope. You
Gears
mentioned, I guess you was joking, but seriously, it would work like a Witcher style TV series. Like that could go.
Oh yeah. Oh, like, a Gears TV series would be fire.
That could go, and I would watch that shit every week, like Loki.
I mean, there is a Gears movie coming out, but who knows when that'll ever release?
Yeah, it's probably gonna have.
I want to see a Gears movie. I want to see a Gears show.
Batista went in on that joint.
If Dave Batista is not Marcus Phoenix, I'm not watching that, bro. Not watching.
You know what? My dog's going off. You know what reboot I do need to see? I need to see freaking Conker's Bad Fur Day, and it has to be written by Matt Stone and Trey Parker from South Park.
I'd be all the way with it.
Let's see that come out. Yeah, because I don't even know if that ever gets announced in any way. I'm dying on camera.
I'd be all the way with it.
Hey, Fame, before we move on, Big Mama slandering me in the chat. Hey, Erica, I'm going to run through the whole series. I got them all on Game Pass. I got this one that's right here. Yeah, because I'll tell you behind the scenes what I got planned for it, but I'm running through all of them once anyway. So, yeah, Erica, she stayed with her foot up my behind, so, so I got to,
That wasn't slander. Hey, no, but like, I seen Mr. Kima. He brought up a full open. I know I said it as a joke, like Far Cry Gears. Like there's ways you could really rebrand it and give it a whole new, fresh life. Will it take?
I got open world fatigue.
Who knows?
I got open world fatigue. Oh, you do? Dog. I got open world fatigue. I'm on my linear zone right now, bro. I am on my linear zone right now, bro.
He ain't lying, y'all, because he holding us hostage on Enoch.
Enoch needs saving, my guy. All the time. All the time. But listen, we got that last achievement, so we walk away from a little bit. But they did the semi-open world thing a little bit like they did a hub in Gears 5.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I wouldn't knock it. Let's try it. But me personally, I have open world fatigue. Like, I don't care if GTA 6 dropped today. I probably wouldn't play it because it's open world. I'm good. I'm good on
Which
that.
you don't want to collect feathers? Or...
I'm on that damn one.
No, I'm good.
I don't even
mean-
believe they're gonna do a GTA 6. I think that's a lie. I think we'll never get another Grand Theft Auto.
They don't need to.
Why they got 5?
Yeah.
Somebody tagged me in something on Twitter. They said Grand Theft Auto 5 isn't coming out till 2025. Shout out to FC Violent. He said, "Yeah, I blame Hustle." And I said, "What you blaming me for? What I do, right? I beat the game a week it came out." I was on Basement Radio Arcade Podcast. Now, I did kind of say when they released it for Grand Theft for PlayStation 5 that I was going to rebuy it again because I just
you the problem.
I'm part of the problem. I am.
You part of the problem.
Lord,
You part of the problem.
do it.
You part of the problem.
Don't.
Boo this man.
Well,
He said, "I heard your booze don't bother me. I heard what makes you cheer." But
Listen, we
nah, dude.
my bad.
Oh, go ahead. I didn't lost it. I'm gone.
My bad. I said we do need to transition because we spent 46 minutes talking about Hivebusters. By the way, that article is in the description. Please go read it, share it out as you like, and subscribe and share out the stream. PlayStation made some moves and accidentally leaked another move. So Housemark is Housemark.
Mark.
that's smart.
Housemark, okay, is now a PlayStation studio, which I'm gonna be honest, I think most people wouldn't have believed they wasn't a PlayStation studio because they only make games for PlayStation. It's i.e. Playground before they became an actual Xbox studio, right? They only make games for Xbox, and then it was leaked. They accidentally leaked that Bluepoint, which again only makes remakes for PlayStation, will be the next studio to be announced as a PlayStation studio. I know some people are trying to look at this as a response to the ZeniMax Xbox deal, and I don't think that's a fair comparison, just because of the type of games these two studios do. I do want to get y'all thoughts on this, especially Bluepoint, because I would have to look up any original Bluepoint game. I don't know of any off the top of my head. All I know is remakes. But I want to get your thoughts about this.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Brian. Go ahead.
No, run with it, Hustle.
Good pickup by PlayStation. Fam, you mentioned it before. The first time I heard of Housemark was Resogun back with the PS4, and that's because I got it for free. Next Machina, that is on PC now, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick that up. But Returnal, even though I'm horrible at it, Returnal was that one for me. It was like, yo, Housemark finally got like a big budget behind them. It's like, yo, let's see what they can do with it. And outside of like the technical problems, from what I've seen, because I'm pretty bad at the game, it seemed like they knocked it out the park. Those games do not need to have a easy mode. They're like are they American or wherever they're from? They're like their version, their country of origins version of From Software.
Okay.
So if those games are intended to be difficult, I had to get there. So if those games are intended to be difficult, cool. You leave them the way they are, man. We always talk about like creativity, trying to be an artist and things of that nature. You gotta let that studio shine the way that they're meant to shine. So I'm not mad at PlayStation for that. As far as the Bluepoint thing, hey fam, I ain't never really heard of a original game from Bluepoint, but if on PlayStation you pick them up, you know why? Because everybody, screaming and holler about backwards compatibility, this, that, and the third, right? I'm playing a game by Bluepoint right now. Uncharted, the Nathan Drake collection, made by Bluepoint. The game look good.
So it
still look good. I mean,
Everything I played from them thus far has been crispy.
it look good.
Got Shadow of the Colossus.
Mm.
I don't even know.
All right, so check this
And
out.
that's one of my favorite.
Here's some of the stuff they worked on. I'm on their website, and I'm just gonna click their R games, right? It's going through kind of quick, so I guess it's either stuff they worked on, because it's almost like somebody put a gun to your head and tell you to sing a rap a Nick Cannon song. You can't, right? So you can't name an original game with these people. But I want to.
A gigolo, spending lots of dope.
I was thinking that too.
So it looks like
that song's a slap.
Yeah.
it looks like apparently they worked on, of course, Shadow of the Colossus, Uncharted Nathan Drake collection, Gravity Rush. They worked to help do Titanfall. I think they had to do that port. Flower, PlayStation All Stars for the Vita, Metal Gear Solid HD collection, Eco, oh shoot, what is that? God of War Collection, Blast Factor on PS3. So they've only been around since 2006 is when they were founded. And no, and it's on their website. Those are the only games that they're showing on here. And I think the last thing they did was Shadow of the Colossus, if I'm not mistaken. So that's their portfolio. This doesn't scream, oh my God, my panties are wet to me. I'm not saying it's a bad pickup, but it doesn't scream that to me.
I'm gonna tell you this: if PlayStation does, if Sony does what they're supposed to, they own way too many IPs and they have access to way too many IPs in the catalog to where, one, you don't risk losing Blue Point. Like, you don't leave that to chance because you're dealing with money bags. You have somebody who, if Sony was selling, Microsoft could buy them.
Yeah.
Like, that's who you're dealing with. So you don't risk your bread and butter because we live in an age of nostalgia. We're always chasing what was. If Blue Point came out and took Final Fantasy VII's whatever engine, whatever that's built in, the remakes it, and went and redid all the damn Final Fantasy up to, they'd be the biggest developers out here on earth.
Do y'all think we'll get an original game from Blue Point?
The way I see it,
you don't need to. That's the beauty of it. You literally have somebody in your back pocket now where you just pick a game, you throw a dart at a wall, bring that to the PlayStation 5.
Last of
You
Us.
don't pick
That's
one.
what it's. You know that. Nah, that's what it's.
Anything.
Baron,
listen.
Baron, that's what it. Oh, go ahead, Dallas.
The rumor is, forget what Fame is talking about. My panties is wet. The rumor is that Blue Point is doing the Metal Gear Solid remake.
Ooh.
And if that is true,
Y'all think Konami gonna let somebody do that?
Wait.
Konami was just in the
yes, I think
news.
so. Konami don't care. They want money.
Konami was just in the news with Bloober team, the team who made the medium. But before I go on with that screams The Last of Us to me. All right. So the reason why I want to bring up The Last of Us, Naughty Dog. Well, before, like, PlayStation had their own. There was like a own little studio, a smaller studio, who was making The Last of Us remake on their own. Herman Hostel, I believe it was Jim Ryan, one of those gentlemen saw it. They allocated everything. Long story short, they allocated everything that separate team was working on, and they tried to push it over to Naughty Dog. Now, with that, if that Blue Point thing is true, I think Naughty Dog won't even work on it. I think that remake will be made by Blue Point Games, and PlayStation, assuming that's going to sell great, of course it will, because it's The Last of Us, right? PlayStation will give them an opportunity to make their own game. Yeah, now you can always dig in the crate at that point, but I think PlayStation is going to give them their shot. And if it hit, it hit. And if it don't hit, all right, go ahead and remake. Spyro's gone. Crash Bandicoot is gone.
Jack and Daxter.
Jack
and Daxter is another one. Yep. Ooh. Yeah, that's still in. Naughty Dog still got that too.
Jack and Daxter actually will work as an open world game. I know people got open world fatigue. That will work as at least semi-open world game.
Even the old Ratchet and Clank games too. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Barry.
True. No, it's seriously like knowing that's a heavy hitter you got in your back pocket, man. We live in they threatened they were getting ready to close down the Vita store, and the market for the Vita spiked. And then after they sold, after a bunch of Vitas was resold, and they cleared out their back office full of Vitas, now they brought the store back. Like it's man, that's a cold move. I would, if of course, like, this is a rumor. It was a alleged leak at this point. It hasn't been confirmed, but they would be kind of silly. I mean, hell, you got what did Nintendo just release? Oh, Dark Cloud. Oh, dude, come on. What did Nintendo just release? The Game and Watch. That shit's gonna sell like crazy. Like
that's Nintendo. Their fans will buy anything. Come on.
No, but nostalgia is what we chase it. I mean, we constantly are buying stuff we know we ain't gonna play again. But just because it made us feel good when we was kids, like it just like
you ain't lying.
Nostalgic.
What game, Barry? Especially if it's like a PS1 game. or like PS1, PS2, PS3, whatever. What game would you like empty your bank account for that Blue Point could make? Remake.
A remake. I would want them to expand on the bouncer from PlayStation 2.
Bro, the bouncer was underrated. Love that game.
I would, or if
see
they
that
could work out
coming,
no. So the bouncer, but if I could just today make it happen, completely remake and upgrade the Warriors. Like if they could somehow bring that, even though I know that's not a PlayStation only game, but if they could get the Warriors and bring that up, I would spend good money, and I would pay full price, if not buy the collector's edition of a Warriors completely overhauled. Like that story, like damn, like that they really expanded a lot on that movie.
Me, I mean, I don't know if it needs a remake. There's a couple games that come to mind. The first one is Heavy Rain, and it's sold in the pack. Heavy Rain, and the other one that people aren't so fond of, which the name escapes me at the moment.
Beyond Two Souls?
Yes, Beyond Two Souls. They should probably remake that. They can probably bring that back out. Heavy Rain definitely sell really well. Little Big Planet. I feel like they can always bring back like a furry mascot, or you know what? Well, they probably wouldn't waste the time, effort, and energy on it, but like Resistance is always something that they can bring back.
Destructible environment.
So nobody wants to see them just make a game, like to see what they can do with their own game.
They don't need. They don't need
absolutely.
to.
Well, yeah, at some point.
Yeah, they do. We sat here for 45 minutes saying how Coalition needs to make another game. They can't just lean on one thing forever.
Okay, no. Let me tell you this. Let's put on the business hat, and not the fan hat. They bought. I believe if it goes through and if it's real, they bought Blue Point to ensure that nobody else took away they backlog compatibility factor. I don't think they bought them with it. If in the magical bubble that is real. I don't think they bought them with the intention of them being a studio cranking out new titles. You don't like it. I don't think you. First off, we know they ain't boxing with that type of money like that. Like to just be out here buying studios left and right. Like we no offense, they're a great company, do great things, but the billion level, it's not. They're not doing that.
You got a point. There is motive to be strategic with your acquisitions.
Yeah, I think this was a strategic purchase, so you don't get played out like how Microsoft did with I can't believe I'm forgetting the name. What damn game with skating in
What are you talking about?
The skating
Sunset.
Game. Yeah, Sunset Overdrive. You got played out on that. You didn't move. You even got a whole special edition Xbox around the game. And now you don't own you don't even own the rights to that. So if they do pick up Blue Point, it is genius. You got somebody who you can trust with your pillar titles. You trusted them with Uncharted. You Dark Souls or Demon Souls. You trust them with pillar titles within your. I don't need nothing else than to have you in my back pocket. If for nothing else, I know nobody else gonna use you against me.
So speaking of trust, we're gonna do this last thing. We're gonna get up out of here, get up out of everybody's hair. Speaking of trust, Bloober Team and Konami have a partnership that everyone's assuming after the Medium that this is the studio that will be doing Silent Hill. If that is the case, and it's an if, because they could not be doing Silent Hill, right? But most likely this is the team that's doing Silent Hill. If that's the case, if you played the Medium or seen the Medium, do you trust? So Walt can see him. Keep it a buck. You can watch it on YouTube and get the same experience, my guy. I'm just saying. Do you trust this team with Silent Hill? Because everybody was hoping this will be Kojima. Kojima will be doing something with Silent Hill, but that's not going to be the case. It's Bloober Team. But go ahead, D.
Whatever happens, they will be chasing the ghost of PT.
Yep.
Whatever happens, and you're not gonna get better than Del Toro and Kojima. Like that, as far as horror goes, it's something like you're not gonna beat that. But as long as you don't try to, I think you'll make a okay game. I think you'll make something I want to play.
I'm sorry, Dallas. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm a Silent Hill fan, and like I've been waiting on a new one, and I'm one of those people that actually enjoy playing through Shattered Memories. I probably would never do it again, but like I'm one of those people, and I think if I enjoyed that, and if I just enjoy the whole Silent Hill aesthetic and like shit in my pants for however many hours, then yeah, I'd play it.
Okay, so the reason why you saw me laugh because I didn't play the medium, and I'm not even going to take a dump on the medium. The reason why I kind of burst into laughter earlier is because I follow Carlo Moriarty on Twitter, and he said, and I'm just going to paraphrase, he was like, Konami, you picked the Bloober team of all teams? Why? Then Jez Corden, shout out to Jez Corden over at the Xbox 2 with the great Randolph Thor. He pretty much put Colin on game, was like, hey, hold on. Ever since the medium, they've hired different veterans in the field, so they have kind of a different team, and they have more of a grasp on something that we probably would enjoy. But I'm not gonna lie, when I saw that discourse on Twitter this morning when I was at work, it made me smile. I kind of laughed a little bit. I was like, yo, they really did it, because that's unexpected. Like that literally is unexpected. I mean, you know, they could have hollered at Blue Point, but you know, if the last topic is holds any weight, maybe they couldn't holler that. Maybe they couldn't. I want to remain optimistic. I am not a horror game fan, first and foremost. Quick disclaimer, that is not my thing. I know.
Same here.
I mean, you got to stream a horror game now, right?
You and Neo GameSpot, can y'all both stop? I don't want no smoke with nobody. I'm good. We're gonna leave Resident Evil over there. Leave it over there. I do like creatively. I hope it sells well so we can get another sequel, because y'all know how I go. They test a little bait. They make the game test the bait. If it sells well enough, a la Crash Bandicoot, you get a Crash Bandicoot 4. And so I hope it sells well enough just to see another studio prosper. But I'll be real with you. You know, Konami, they ain't really up high on the list. Chaining people to the desk and this, that, and the third, doing all this to Kojima. I'm not even a Kojima fan. I think Kojima's overrated, but he's human at the end of the day. And as a black man, you shouldn't be chained to your desk. So I ain't really been finna buy nothing from Konami. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I can't. My blackness won't allow it. I'm just gonna be real with you. I'm sorry. I know I'm using your platform. I hope I'm not turning people away.
You good?
That's good.
I can't rock. I can't rock because we heard things that was coming out of there. But
I didn't know they was chaining people to no down.
Yeah, apparently, yeah. That story was wild from Kojima. Yeah, that story was super wild. And nobody came out and denied it. That's why I'm running with it. I ain't heard retraction yet. I ain't heard also one. So, they good. I hope it don't blow up in Bloober Team's face. I kind of hope Konami takes the brunt of that. You know what? I would never wish for a game to fail. I think with the right nurturing, I think Bloober Team needs to probably be bought by Microsoft and have extra talent added there. That's my humble opinion. I'm gonna leave it at that because I don't want to offend nobody. I don't want to mess up y'all connects. I promise.
I mean, I feel like Metal Gear Survive is the only game that I ever actively wanted to fail. So I can understand you like praying on the downfall of a Konami game. Like I get it. I'm right there. But if I see that game and it's that dope, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll probably play The Secret with the blinds closed, with R. Kelly jamming in the background.
Stupid.
Eating pudding. Eating pudding.
Oh boy, Lord.
Man,
Wow.
I'm just playing. But,
HR.
She ain't here.
That's what happened with HR lead the building. Nah, but I feel where you're coming from, Hustle. Yeah, I never caught the story about anybody being chained to anything, but I understand now. I'm with you.
I don't. Yeah. Okay. I have no like drive to play the medium. Like that just
you ain't missing.
I watched somebody stream it when it first came out, and
That's
then
the
when
best
I
way to
seen that
experience
it truly was a walking and puzzle, and I was like, oh, like a thing. So, but I could see them modernizing and bringing Silent Hill to today. Like I could see them doing it. Would it be as successful as the previous Silent Hills? Probably not, but I could see them ushering it into today. I can, will I play it? I'll watch some people stream it and like scream and jump scare with them, but I'm a scaredy cat.
It's one of those situations that people spend so much time worrying about whether or not they they never stop to think whether or not they should.
There you go.
Just go Bloom for the win.
Listen, you guys were awesome. Everybody who rocked with us tonight. I know Erica was in the chat. Victor was in the chat. Flames was in the chat. You guys are freaking amazing, man. You guys are the reason we do this 6 days a week. As you know, Monday is 15 minutes of fame. Tuesday is College in the Machine. Today, Double XP. Tomorrow, Take Two. Friday, Peep Game. Saturday, Ready Press Play. And on Sunday, the Lord's Day, we rest. We got lots of content coming out. Our content director up there, Dallas, is always working hard and pushing out content. Got the homie Baron up there blowing everybody's phones up, blowing their emails up, constantly doing work. Make sure you guys can follow the man Hustle, man. One of the pillars of this community, whether he wants to believe it or not, because everybody love Hustle. Everybody rock with Hustle. Mm-hmm. He don't believe it, and that's the humbleness in him. That's the humbleness in him. But everybody rock with Hustle. So make sure you go follow the man on YouTube. Give him a follow. Give him a sub. Follow him on Twitter. Make sure I link that down in the description down below. Please, if you haven't, go read that Gears 5 Hivebusters article that is in the description down below. Let me know how you feel. We're actually going to skip the suggestions tonight because we need to. The issues are having with the stream are actually coming back right now, so it's best for us to just to cut the snake off at the head. You guys are awesome. With all of that being said, congratulations, you guys leveled up to 161. This was the WXP podcast. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.